Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to part 1 of Let's Play Temtem. I took the liberty of customizing my character already because I guarantee you didn't want to sit there and wait for me to do it for 15 minutes straight. Anyways, in the stress test, there was a lot of rushing to get through certain areas before the time would go up, so I didn't really take a lot of time to check out what's going on in the other houses and talk to all the NPCs and whatnot, so that's not what I want to do here. This will probably be less commentary heavy than the stress test playthroughs. I more so want to enjoy the game while I do this, and I figured I might as well share my experience. So anyway, let's get started. That's right, today's Apprentice's Eve. Tempedia is our Pokedex, basically. Ooh, a Tempedia. Thank you, Mom. Alright. So, first things first, you might notice my character is very similar to the stress test version of my character. This is Brock Temtem edition. Okay, this is I couldn't get the brown pants. For some reason the brown just wasn't an option for the pants color, but I was gonna go like full Gen 1 Brock, but with the pants being the color that they were, it didn't work out. So now this is Generation 15 Brock, okay? Just once I saw the eyes, I couldn't help myself. I want to interact with the... Yeah, it won't let me. Okay. See, if you donate it to the Kickstarter, you get one of these. I wish I knew about that. I wish I knew about the Kickstarter back when it was still available to donate. But oh well. Let's see. Wait a second. I'm just trying to figure something out here. Okay. This is my bedroom. Alright, so this is something that Koromon has on Temtem, I gotta say. Once again, our mom is sleeping in the kitchen. It's quite unfortunate. I think we should start the hashtag creature collecting mom rights. What was she doing? She just left the knife on the counter. Anyway. For far too long, moms in Pokemon and now Temtem games have been subjected to sleeping in the kitchen or sleeping on the couch. I think we should have a protest. Sorry guys, it's really early in the morning. I mean, it's not, but I work nights, so it's really early in the morning. He's my friend? Max is my friend? Max is a douchebag. Oh, this guy. Professor Konstantinos, please take care of Gym Leader Ed like you took care of me last night. This is my first ever. This is an exclusive Temtem fan theory. The first of its kind. Welcome to game... Don't want to get copyrighted on that. Welcome to Temtem Theory, the show where we found out that Professor Konstantinos is actually our dad. How do you know that I'm not good at handling Temtem if I don't have any Temtem, you prick? See what these people are saying. They take the time to program all these people. I don't know you people. Keep on being awesome. Okay, how come this hairstyle wasn't an option? I would have chosen it. I got a ponytail. Well, you got nothing to say, old man? I wish my kids were more like you. You damn straight you do. Alright. So if we jump off, do we end up on the surface or what? Whose house is this? Won't let me interact with anything. But I can sit on their couch. Cool. So that's where we need to go. I just want to look around a little bit. After this first episode, let me know if you would prefer I just do little cuts from when I'm just kind of dicking around and just sort of keep on the main path, or if you'd rather me just walk around. Like you don't mind watching me walk around and look to see what's going on. Because I like I'm indifferent to either or. It is a little easier for me just to upload the raw footage, but I don't mind editing. Like me running around these houses just to see what's in them. I don't mind editing that kind of stuff out. I was a little hesitant on even doing a Let's Play at first because I'm the type of person where I like to explore everything and sort of try to get into the game. But I know I've had a lot of people asking about it, so I'll sacrifice myself. Let's see what this bitch is saying. Sup? I'm so sorry I couldn't attend the big send-off, kid. I missed you there, you bitch. I've been looking for that pendant since this morning and I can't find it, I swear. If your mom finds out I've lost it, I'll never hear the end of it. It was just here by the sea and, well, it was very warm and I went for a swim in the Solero River. I must have lost it then. I'll find it. Find the missing pendant. I'm kind of curious if I need the, oh. Yeah, I'm kind of curious if I need the surfboard to find it. Probably need the surfboard to find it. Or unless that area that she mentioned is somewhere else. Will you take care of Max? Not my problem. Well, I hope you both do great. That's right. Screw Max. Little prick. He's got an attitude problem that I'm willing to fix. This must be Turgasa. It's called Turquesa, and it can't be this. We're in Zadar. Thank you. Looks like we're not going to do any hiking. Okay. Cool. All right, let's go get beat. Okay, why does this kid want a digital Temtem if he has one, and the only two that are known right now are the evolutionary line of the one he has? You're a jerk. Kill yourself. Looks like a Metabot. I like it. Yeah, shut up, kid. Okay, so Crystal's available right now in the early access. I don't know how rare it is, but it's available. Smazy and Howchick are not. So I'm, as much as I wanted to start with Crystal, I'm gonna go with either Smazy or Howchick. I honestly enjoyed playing with both in the stress tests that I got to, but I think I'm gonna go with Smazy just because I got a lot of time with Howchick because I got to use him twice. Strong against Earth and Crystal, but is weak against Mental. Yep. You've got a new Temtem, Smazy. Yay. What's this? When getting a status condition, attack goes up. Okay. I'm kind of curious as to what the possible abilities for it are, but it's not a big deal anyway. It's not like I could do better if I was going to use it competitively. Okay. Time to get a move on, kids. Time to get a move on, kids. My basement's this way. I'm sure gonna miss Professor Constantine. He's the best, or Constantinos. He has the best Temtem reference library outside of Properton College. Properton. I guess I'll have to move Arbory to continue my studies. Yeah, you do. You suck. You have a brand new Temtem. Let's see what you can do with it. So having stare downs with Max is basically a meme. So I hope that this is not what happens to me. For those of you who were playing the stress test, you'll know what I mean. There's a big meme behind facing off against him and the game being stuck. But we're gonna lose, so it's all good. Get one-shotted. Ha, take that, Gym Leader Ed. Hey guys, I just had to make a cut there because I had to go be a dad for a little while, but I'm back. So Max just kicked our ass, as if you saw in the stress test. It's pretty much impossible to beat him. Yeah, he caught you in some bullshit, Max. So if you guys hear baby noises in the background, it's because, yeah, my kid's here. Sweet. Thanks for the handout, bro. Okay, it's the same ability as last time. Alright. Oh, see, he's mentioning catching an airship. That's likely what we saw in the animated trailer. I knew my theory was correct. Might as well call me Bill Nye the Science Guy. Thank you, sir. Thank you again. Good luck, and remember, I'll be banging your mom in Brickle Damar. Be prudent, kids. Alrighty. Alright, let's do this. The chat's currently disabled. I'm not 100% sure why, but I hope they bring it back because the chat was nice. I already talked to you. Okay. Let's do it. Thanks. Let's battle it up. Look at all these Howchicks. I'm in the wrong... I'm in the wrong hood, guys. Okay. Tatadu, let's do it. Might as well catch it. Oh, they're both the same level anyway. Alright, we'll 2v1 this one and catch the other one. Kick you and peck you. Lila, what are you doing down there? Come here. You wanna say hi? Say hello. You can say hello? That was a hiccup. You can't say hello? Can't say hello to the YouTuber people? No? Well, I guess you can hiccup for them. Alrighty. This should catch. I don't see why it wouldn't. If it doesn't, we'll use 2. Because we can do that. What's that, Lila? We're catching Tataru. Boom. Resilient. Cannot be knocked out due to overexertion. He's already missing a breeding thing. I don't know why. Is it because... Oh, it's because one of his stats is really good. Okay. Coolio. Yeah? You say hello? Hello. Oh. We're gonna have to make a cut here, guys, because there have been server issues, so we'll cut back and come back to when it works again. Hey, what's going on, guys? We're back, and we did capture that Tataru by the looks of it. So yeah, let's keep playing. Baby's upstairs now, so. And are we frozen again? Yeah. Oh no, it decided to work. Okay, couple of pajaros, let's catch them. Yeah, baby's upstairs eating with mom, so. You guys don't get the privilege of hearing my child anymore. Yeah, it's a little disappointing that we're having this much server issues. I mean, it's still, the game is still in early access. You can't expect everything to be 100% perfect, but it would have been nice if I could have got in here right out of the gate, but it is what it is. While I was waiting for the queue, I did manage to finish scripting and start recording another video. So if you guys are so you guys can look forward to that. Basically, what I'm gonna do is I know I spitballed it before, but I'm basically gonna start exploring each Temtem of each type and just go from there. So the first video in the series is gonna be neutral type, and then we're gonna go like, okay, these are the fire type Temtems, these are the nature types, these are the water types, and we're just going to go through each of them, talk about their base stats, just give us sort of a general overview, what their ranking is on the unofficial competitive websites. And on a side note, check this out, we already got a perfect stat. Immune to allies' offensive techniques, so this could be useful. I mean, it is defense, but at least it's something to breed down, right? It's nice that I'm actually going to be able to keep these. Alright. Ah, finally, someone to... Yeah, it's Pepe. Let's do it. So if you watch my stress test, at least the second stress test, you would have seen a lot of this already. But I figured if I'm going to do a Let's Play, I got to start from the beginning. Hold techniques. I was actually curious about this. Some techniques will have a hold value which indicate how many turns. Okay, so I knew that. So there was a Temtem that had an ability that from yesterday. I'll have to recheck the video. But or no, it was an attack that I had. I think Paharak had it, and basically it did something to holds. So this is what it is. I guess the attack I had would undo the hold timer. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Knock out Pajaro first. I still to this day don't know what Bamboozle does. Failed due to the effects of Bamboozle. This is like Protect? Oh, maybe it is like Protect and you can also use it on an ally. Interesting. I'll have to do some research on more of the moves when we do our exploring the move videos. I got a ton of videos planned for this. I also gotta make a video playing continuing the Koromon demo, because I did part 1 and it's not that I don't want to play it anymore. I actually really do. It's just this Temtem week because Temtem's coming out. Oh, I thought we were gonna get kicked out again. I don't know the logistics behind it, but I think this game might actually benefit a lot from having an offline mode. Like, obviously they're dealing with an abundance of players right now, but it would be it might actually have solved a lot of this stuff. But I'm sure making an offline mode is a whole other can of worms. Like it would probably be a crap ton of things for them to do. All right, Shrill Voice, let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to make this video too long, because I want to do multiple parts. Firstly, and secondly, the shorter the video is, the faster I can render it. So if I have each Let's Play part like 2 hours long, it's gonna take forever to upload. Whereas if I keep them all to like, I don't know, somewhere between like 30 minutes to 45 minutes, it'll be a lot quicker to get it out. And we might have to make another cut. Hey guys, we're back. Actually, I didn't really have to make a cut. As soon as I said I was gonna cut, it let me back, so cool. Anyway, so yeah, like I'm gonna try to keep the parts not as long as like the last stress test video I had was 4 hours long. Like I don't think we need it to be that long. I actually want to see something. Yeah, other than that 50, his stats kind of suck. So you know what? If we get another one, we'll catch it. And what about you? This thing's not the most competitively viable anyway, but at least like okay, some of its stats are kind of crappy, but at least it's not terrible. Anyway, we'll keep Smazy and Pajaro at the not Pajaro. Smazy and Tuai at the front for now. Yeah, see, like, yeah, I feel you. That's okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. Whatever. Okay, let's battle this guy. Hey guys, so I had to make a cut again. There were issues with the server. What ended up happening is I had to go out, and now I'm coming back, but it's late at the time that I'm recording the gameplay, so now I'm just recording audio afterwards. So yeah, this is all in the past, and I'm recording voiceover after. So just to let you guys know, I'm not gonna have any fake reactions. I'm not gonna pretend. So yeah, just fighting these guys with their little tattoos. Think they can win? Get out. You're damn right I'll be a great tamer one day. One thing to note is that when I did come back afterwards, like the servers ran perfectly, so that was pretty nice. There was a tiny bit of lag, I think, but not much, so that was nice. So I believe Bamboozle's just basically like protect. I'm gonna have to double check when I do research on all the moves and whatnot, but I'm pretty sure it's basically protect. I'm not sure if you could use it on someone else or if it only works on yourself. I'm curious about that too. Yeah, Vital Apple. Why not? Oh, on a side note, I just saw, and I'm not trying to start YouTube drama here. I mean, the guy has, I think, 100 times more subscribers than me, so it's not like he'd even respond to anything I'd have to say anyway. But I saw Verlicify's. Unfortunately, I had the displeasure of seeing Verlicify's Temtem review, and in the thumbnail, he's like, "Yeah, return it, man." Like it's like get a refund. But then if you listen to what he says, he's like, yeah, well, you know, if you think it's fun, that's fine. And his basic complaint, I'm not gonna go over the whole video here, but basically, some of his biggest complaints are: 1, it feels like a Pokemon game; 2, it's not Pokemon-y enough; 3, they didn't take enough risks. Like. Oh, I think he said at one point Temtem's basically like a mobile game. Oh no, a good one he said was, oh, it's a ROM hack. He's like, you might as well just play a ROM hack. Now, as a ROM hacker, I have to tell you right now, good luck ROM hacking in a stamina bar. Good luck ROM hacking the 3DS titles and making them any sort of way different from the actual game. Like, you see the 3DS ROM hacks, and a lot of them are pretty much the same game, just with, you know, slightly different dialogue, but the gist of the game's the same. They'll add Pokemon and stuff, but, like, the map's usually the same and whatnot. So I don't know what he's talking about. He's like, it's basically a ROM hack, man. Like, okay, bud. But yeah, anyway, you guys, anybody who watches that guy, you guys know he literally just he's a contrarian. He's like, oh, people are mad about the national decks. I'm gonna be the one guy that defends it. and gives no good explanation as to why. Like, oh yeah, battle balance, man. And then when they introduce 200 more Pokemon back, he's like, see, they're listening to the fans, guys. Like, he's just the worst. He literally just, oh, I hate Temtem because a lot of people who are upset about the national decks like Temtem. Like, that's basically his reason for not liking the game. And realistically, like, excuse me, even if Temtem came out and Sword and Shield were actually really good Pokemon games, like, I know I'd still be hyped about it. People just tend to use games like Temtem to throw shade at Game Freak, or at least Pokemon as a whole, just because of how an indie developer is able to achieve what seems to be a more complete product, despite the fact that it's not complete. But he more seems to dislike the game because of the people around it, which is such a stupid reason not to like a game, but whatever. Anyway, I just thought it was funny. It was the first thing that came to my mind. You know, one thing you really learn to appreciate in Temtem, though, is the fact that, like, poison and stuff's not permanent. Like, I know a Pokemon, once you get poisoned, you're like, fuck! If you don't have any poison heals, it's like, I gotta go all the way back to the frickin' Pokemon Center because I'm poisoned. Yeah, sorry guys, it's the morning right now. I'm pretty tired. But yeah, I'm basically going to catch both these guys. Go for the catch. Shared Pain's a really cool ability. So, if you guys noticed, when he attacked me, or sorry, when I went for the attack, my second attack actually hit Pajaro. I was wondering why. And that's why. If you try to gang up on him, it'll force you to attack the ally. And we got Kaku. And he can't be poisoned, which is nice. And he has a perfect stat. So my biggest mistake last time was having too many wind types. I had the evolved form of Swally. I had the evolved form of Pajaro. I had the evolved form of Kaku. And then I also had Tawai. So I'm gonna keep the guys with me that I have for now. But I'm gonna swap them out later. I do want to evolve them just to get the Tempedia filled up, but I'm not gonna use them on my team like much past their evolutions. I'll keep Saku when he evolves. I'm just healing, by the way. That's why I'm running all the way back. But I'll keep Kaku when he evolves into Saku because he was like my ace in the beta. In the stress test. So, you know, we'll keep him on the team, but I think the other two are going to have to eventually get swapped out. I really want to use Scale, the one that evolves into Skunch. I really want to use him. Yeah. I really want to use him. The only thing is I already have a melee type in the form of Smazy, so we'll see. But I do want to use him. For sure. I wouldn't mind using a Genki this time around. Again, though, he's a wind type, so it's like shit. But on the bright side, Genki's only he's only weak to Crystal. And I have melee types or at least Smazy right now to counter that. But I wouldn't mind using a Genki. Even though he's a wind type, he's not weak to some of the other wind type weaknesses. And it'd be good to have an electric type. The Lethal Twins. I remember these. I remember them. I had to battle them like 5 times. because the servers kept cutting out in the stress test. But yeah, there's been a lot of flack around the first day launch of Temtem because of all the problems with the servers and whatnot. I don't know what they did, but it seems to be running better now. I know they did patch it. At the end of the day, like, that's something that can be fixed. A lot of people are freaking out, saying like, "Oh, the game, you know, it had its problems. It's going to be unpayable, blah blah, or unplayable, blah blah blah." I get it. Like, you just bought something and it's not working properly. Like I know I tried to play right when it came out, and it wasn't enjoyable because of all the server crashes. But at least, like, I was on the Discord. Crema was doing what they could to try to fix it. So yeah, it sucks, but at the end of the day, like, as long as they fix it, it shouldn't be a huge deal. It was unfortunate, though. I just think one thing we have to keep in mind is this is currently still a beta, or an alpha, or whatever you want to call it. It's still in early access. So it's not like it's not like a lot of people are equating this to when games go out on full launch and they have server issues and blah blah blah. Like, early access is basically like you get to pay less to get the full product, but in turn you're basically a beta tester. Like, that's kind of like that's kind of like you pay the lower price, and then you're a beta tester, but then you end up getting the full game. So that's kind of the extra you're doing to mitigate the extra cost, I guess. That's the way I think of it anyway. Like, I'm sure the full game will probably be, if it's $40 right now, Canadian, I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be 60 Canadian, so probably like 50 US. I wouldn't be surprised if it's that much, just based on the amount of content and whatnot. But it's not like you're buying it on launch day and it had all these issues. It wasn't early access. So, I mean, we kind of knew that going in, but I get that it's disappointing that there were issues on the first day. I totally get that. Yeah, Swaley's kind of annoying until he learns Ureshio. I'm kind of curious if they're going to have a merch store. Like, I know you could get add-ons when you were backing the Kickstarter, but like, for people like me who didn't know about Temtem until recently and didn't have a chance to do, like if I had known back then, I would have donated. But I didn't even know the game was a thing until like a couple months ago. But yeah, I'm surprised they don't have a merch store. Like, these kind of games, I mean, look at Pokemon. Like, the games don't even matter. They sell so much merchandise. Like, Pokemon, they could stop making games and they'd still, like here's a good example. Like, Pokemon's making Funko Pop figures now, and they're coming out with random ones like Cubone and whatever, you know, another Pikachu. You know, there's gonna be people who are gonna buy all, like they're doing Kanto right now. If they came out with all 800 Pokemon Pop figures, or 890 now, I guarantee you there'd be people who'd want to buy all of them. 100% guarantee it. Even if they only came out with the Kanto ones, I guarantee there'd be people who would buy the 151, like, no problem. So, I'm surprised Temtem hasn't, I wouldn't be surprised if they eventually get a merch store. I mean, to be honest, I'd rather buy merch than microtransactions in the game. I'd rather get something like tangible. Like, I wouldn't mind a plush of, I don't know, Pajaro, or even Kaku, or the starters, or whatever. It's so crazy that attacks like Martial Strike, right? It's a melee attack, and I'm always expecting it to... I mean, Kalazu's not a toxic type anyway. I always think he is, but I'm always expecting attacks like that to be like, you know, not very effective against a wind type or a poison type or whatever, but it's so different. Like, it doesn't seem like it's that different, but it really is. Especially grass. Like, I remember how many times when I was facing wind types, I was like, crap, it's a flying type, and I have, you know, this grass type, and it's like, it doesn't matter. And then flying's super effective against toxic, so you gotta be careful from that too. Some of the NPC dialogue's pretty funny. Tired tamer. Don't kill me. Sorry if I went MIA there for a minute or so. The wife is calling me, telling me to shut up because the baby needs to sleep. So I gotta tone it down a little bit because apparently my regular talking voice is too loud. Yeah, unfortunately, this isn't the 35-year-old man who lives at home with his parents' YouTube channel. This is the I got a kid and I have to be responsible channel, and I barely have time to make videos, so I gotta use what time I have. It's not like I can wait for a time when the baby's awake. I want that Genki though. I can't remember where I found it in the stress test. Oh, I would have beaten you anyway, you suck. Just gonna go back and heal. Yeah, so apparently there's 60,000 users on Steam right now for the game. And I mean, that doesn't include the people who got it on Discord, I'm assuming. Obviously the localization... Oh, this is work in progress here. I wonder where it's going to lead to. But obviously the localization process when it comes to like the price, it's different. But if you were to take 60,000 and just to get like sort of a rough estimate of how much they've made, if you were to take 60,000, and again, I know some people like donated to the Kickstarter, but I think you still had to donate like $30 or something. I'm not 100% sure. This isn't a scripted video, so I'm not fact checking, but I could have sworn that you still have to donate like $20 to $30 anyway to get the game via Kickstarter. I think it was 30. But anyway, if you take the 61 or so thousand that had downloaded it from Steam, the as of yesterday, I haven't checked the current numbers, they might be different. But if you were to take that and multiply it by 35 just to get sort of a rough estimate, because again, some people might have bought it somewhere where it's technically cheaper than $25, $35 USD. And you also have to account for the fact that some people might have got it on Kickstarter, which would have made it slightly cheaper. But then you also have to account for the fact that some people got it on Discord. So anyway, roughly 60,000 times $35 would give you 2.1 million. So it's not bad. I was reading an article saying that it's like one of the top selling Steam games right now, or it is the top selling Steam game right now. So I mean, that like I'm glad they're doing well. Like I've heard people throw shade saying, "Oh, the Pokemon games, they sell way more than that." Like nobody said they're gonna outsell Pokemon. I just hate the mentality where it's like, oh, they must not be good because not as many people are buying it, and it's an early access. Like wait till this thing comes out on Switch. So many people have said, oh, I'm gonna wait for the game to come out on console because they don't want to buy the early access. Like I don't understand the logic. Like the early access sold that much and it's only for PC people. Like I have a friend who's really into Pokemon and really wants to get this game, but he doesn't have a gaming computer. So he's going to wait for it to come out on Xbox or whatever. And then the amount of people who are going to buy this game for their kids when it comes out on Switch, like, I think it's going to do pretty well. I mean, it's already doing pretty well. I am curious, though, if the game's going to have to always be online on the console versions or if they will have an offline mode. Because, like, everyone's saying they're going to buy it for the Switch. It's like, number one, the Switch is a lesser powerful console than the other two. And it's not even like the portability is going to help. Because if you have to be online, there's no point in the portability aspect. If they have cross saves, I might even think about getting it on PS4 just so I can trophy hunt. Ureshiel's a good attack. I like it. Can we just take it in for a moment, though, that we're battling a furry? I was just curious about what they were talking about experience. I thought maybe there was something different, but I think it's pretty much the same as like black and white. higher levels, if you're a higher level, you get less. So Fomu is a water type. I'm not sure if it's water wind or just water, but I know its evolution is water wind. And I was being stupid and I wasn't paying attention, so goodbye Smazy. And again, I wasn't paying attention, so I knocked out my Kaku. I think he's cosplaying as like a Hocus or a Pocus. I don't remember. But it's kind of funny that they have Hocus instead of Abracadabra Alakazam, they have Hocus Pocus. I got a Gargomon or whatever it's called following me right now. Swally. Yeah, I didn't even want to waste my time on it. I knew it wasn't going to give me much XP. And like, as much as I'd like to, like, Tatadu doesn't evolve, so I'm not really, he's not one of my favorites. Like I like his design, but it's not like, I'm not looking at him and going, oh my god, I need this. But, like, I don't really feel like trading Tatadu, to be honest. I was just, right here, I was just counting the box sizes, so I wanted to see how many Tems you could hold in total. So it's 30 just like Pokemon, and then, what do you call it? It's 10 boxes, so 300 slots. Given that there's only 75 Tems right now, like, that's pretty good. But when we get to 160 plus or whatever, I hope they, like, I at least hope they, like, double it. Because I don't know about you guys, but, like, I tend to have a lot of, like, duplicates and stuff, like, for different move sets and stuff like that. But then again, I know that there is a way to change your moves at any time, so they say. So I'm curious how to do that. You can switch your moves around. Because I remember reading a thing when I was doing the stress test that said, hey, if you delete one of your moves, you can relearn it at any time. And I'm curious, like, is it like Pokemon where you have to pay for a heart scale? Or is it actually, like, any time? Because if it's actually any time, then, yo, that's sick. Like, it'll make it a lot better for scenarios where you just want to switch up the moves and then go into battle. It'd be kind of cool if they had, like, some sort of system where you can have preset move sets. Like if it is like that, where you can reset it whenever you want. It'd be cool if they had preset move sets that you could, like, swap between just for battling or something. I don't know. Like, maybe for each Tem, if you've learned all their moves, you can have, like, 3 pre-made move sets for it. And then you just, like, maybe it only does this in battles, like in PvP, where you can choose each of their movesets for whatever team you want to use or whatever. I don't know. I'm sure there's a more fleshed out way to do something like that, but I was just kind of spitballing. So again, I want to know if you guys would prefer me just to upload no commentary, more commentary, or less commentary. I'm new to this Let's Playing thing, so I just figured I'd get your guys' thoughts on that. I'm also working on a video exploring all the electric type Temtem right now. I don't know if I'm going to upload that today or tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a day from here though. This video is gonna be almost an hour long, so I figured we can keep each part to about that. Alright, with all that being said, make sure to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at GymLeaderEd. Till next time, peace.